Angus Campbell from the London Capital Group believes that going into 2010, the US economy is looking better, at least on account of economic data that has been released so far. Speaking on the US dollar, Campbell said that the currency could post further gains against the Indian rupee next year.
The job market in the US is looking definitely a lot better than many of us had expected, certainly after the last non-farm payroll figures. That could lead to a revision in the first week of January because it was such a surprising number. But certainly the picture looks a little bit better, and it would seem that, the stimulus packages have really worked. But of course, once you withdraw that, is the consumer going to be able to sustain its strength by itself? So the jury's still out on that. But all in all, the sentiment has shifted for the dollar, and we've gone from what was an incredibly negative dollar environment to a relatively modestly flat dollar environment now. So it would seem that the economic data, the strength in that should continue, and of course contribute to increased expectations of interest rate hikes next year. Against the dollar, I would expect the Indian rupee will struggle somewhat, but against other currencies, the rupee has strengthened, and I would expect it to test some important support levels against, in particular, sterling and against the euro. So there's been a bit of a correction there for the Indian rupee, and it is gaining a bit of momentum against the likes of sterling and the euro. But against the dollar, I would expect it to struggle, and I would expect the dollar to make a bit of ground against the Indian rupee.